Morning, friends. It's Katie Steinberg here at the beach this morning on New Year's Eve. So, a little preemptively, Happy New Year's. And of course, this time of year has me thinking about endings and beginnings as 2023 comes to a close and 2024 looms nearby. I don't know if you have the practice of picking a word or like a star word. Some folks call it. But I encourage you to find some kind of focal point. You can call it an intention. You can call it your star word or whatever works for you. But I think putting out into the world, maybe you call it prayer, what it is your hopes are matters and has a way of sort of guiding us. So I hope that you'll find that. My word for 2024 is revealed. And the words that come to me for each year seem to hold some kind of promise. So I'll just lean into that one and see how it reveals itself over the next year. And thinking about all those sort of positive, hopeful things is lovely, and it's also remiss, I think, not to mention that the endings also have some grief. The things that the last year wasn't that it was supposed to be, or was that we wish weren't, all hold some heaviness to it, I think, at the end of the year. I think there's also a sense of, hey, let's close the chapter and start a new one. But if we don't pay at least a little bit of attention to what was hard, I think that it repeats itself. And change is not something we're hardwired for. Like, there's been studies on that, scientific studies, that our brains are not hardwired for change, and this is the time when, on this perch of the next year, that change is a prevalent feeling, and in some cases hoped for. And I think that my Christian people, despite having intimate knowledge of a narrative to the contrary, struggle with change and ending. So this whole idea of this Jesus fella, right, is like unconditional, undying love, that even when it's persecuted and taken to the point of death, still sees resurrection, still sees a new beginning, still sees rebirth. And that's what we get to hold on to. That's why we don't have to grasp at everything that was, and yet we found a way to institutionalize it and make it all about holding true to what was, which is a bit ironic. But in the context of our conversation here, it's my hope that the heart of this gospel story can bring you hope as we turn this chapter, as we end one thing and begin another, and that it might be inspiration to not cling too tightly to what is, but to open yourself to what's coming. Hope you'll find some moments of peace today and some moments of becoming, and have a happy new year, friends. Grace and peace.